Last night we were all Queenslanders, right across the country. The securing of the 2032 Games for Australia in Brisbane and South East Queensland, taking in, of course, the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast, is a great result for Australia and a great boost at a time when Australians around the country, particularly in southern states, are doing it tough as we battle through this most recent episode we're going through in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. There'll be kids who are turning up at the Valley Pool in Brisbane this morning and all around the country doing their training, knowing that they put those laps in, then they too might be able to compete in an Olympic Games held in Australia. And that is just such a thrilling idea, a thrilling notion that kids around the country, whether they're playing hockey or they're swimmers or whatever they happen to be, that they can look forward to that. It's a great boost for Australian sport. It's a great recognition, I think, of Australia's sporting lifestyle and the commitment that we have had to the Olympic movement from that very first Summer Games back in 1896 when Edwin Flack went round to the 800 metres. It's very exciting news for Australians. So to everybody up there in Queensland, it's a win for all Queenslanders, it's a win for all those in South East Queensland, and it's a great win for Australia. Can I particularly thank all of those who've been so involved in this process over many years. Can I especially thank my own team, Ted O'Brien, who's been my special envoy from the Sunshine Coast there, working this now for quite a period of time, working with the Queensland government, working with the Olympic movement and John Coates and all of that team, and of course all the regional mayors in South East Queensland. And to Adrian, the Lord Mayor of Brisbane, who's done a terrific job. That's really where the inspiration first came from, together with the Olympic movement, and we were always pleased to be on board right from the beginning, going back to those early meetings I had with Dr. Buck in Osaka first and then Tokyo, and much engagement since then. Can I, of course, congratulate the Queensland Government and Premier Palaszczuk and all of those who participated in the presentation yesterday. I was thrilled to be able to join what was a very historic presentation from Australia here in Canberra yesterday, and to get that result I think is absolutely tremendous. Of course, it's going to be a big economic boost to Australia. Some $18 billion is the estimate over the course of now and to the Games. Those of us who, from Sydney, understand how big a deal it was for Sydney over 20 years ago. Brisbane, South East Queensland, Australians all have a lot to look forward to as we work forward to those Games. So congratulations to everybody, and enjoy that moment. A lot of work to do now. I stress that the arrangement we have with the Queensland Government is not a 50-50 funding partnership, it's a 50-50 partnership. What that means is the decisions, the planning, the scoping of venues, the procurement, the contracts, the appointments, whether it's to the organising committee, the establishment of the coordination authority, all of that is a shared exercise. It's not just one state running a Games and sending us the bill. No. What we offered was to partner 100% and work shoulder to shoulder, share in those decisions, share in that planning, share in the contracting and the procurement. And that will be done hand in hand all the way from here to the 2032 Games. Now, that was a key factor in how we're able to secure those Games, because of not just the level of funding, but the partnership between the Commonwealth Government and the state government. Now, this is quite different to what occurred in the Sydney Olympics. In the Sydney Olympics, it was run by the New South Wales Government, basically pretty much paid for by the New South Wales Government, the Olympic Coordination Authority, SOCOG, all of that run by the New South Wales Government. This is a completely different model. This is a 50-50 model where the two come together. That's what the Premier and I agreed when we finally finalised our bid. And Ted O'Brien is actually sitting down with the Queensland Government this afternoon. I was talking to him earlier, and we're getting on with it right from now. So up Brisbane, up Australia.